Actually, guys, hi, how everyone is doing? Now, let me just get back. Okay, just got a message. Anyway, guys, yeah, this video, I'm basically going to be doing a video on the burning of the food, these food facility, guys. I've been tracking it. I got introduced to this information, I would say, a month ago. I didn't mention it too much because I didn't want to look too far into it. I really didn't want, even though I know these things were happening. It's one of those things where I didn't want to face. I was like, wow. I started thinking worst case scenario with these things, and I was like, okay. So I got introduced to it like a month ago. A friend of mine brought it to my attention, brought some information to my attention, and they want me to stay careful here. They wanted me to take a look at it and do, hey Nick, what do you think of this? And so I started looking at it. I was like, wow. And now, guys, just to let you know what's really, really going on, there is there's a lot of food facility here in the U.S. I'm not saying there's not a lot of them, all right? But when you slowly take out these chains of food processing plant, it's gonna cause ripple effect in the food supply chain, and it's already started. Um, they still have a lot more to go because I look up the total amount of food plants they have, food facility they have all over the U.S. and it's in a few thousands. But anyway, that's beyond the point. I know there's a lot of them, but the point is, guys, when you slowly but surely destroying something, even though it's a lot of them, over a period of time, what's small is going to get actually extremely big. Um, So, and I know I shared a picture of when with the soil, the crops, and a few things, and I've been talking about it for a long time. And what happened is that I have a friend who have a piece of land. They don't use it, basically, and it's out a little bit outside city limits, so it's even better. And I pitched him an idea. I was like, listen, can I put something on it? Whatever come forward, I split it with you. And they went for it. I'm like, sure. But I know what's coming, so I'm just getting on board from now, and I'm also learning as much as I possibly can. So and I advise you guys to do the same, and I just want to let you know that coming this week there's going to be more food facility being burned. I think last week they had like maybe three or four, but there's more coming. One of the biggest one they burned down was a Walmart facility. It's 24 football field big. 24 football field is pretty big. One football field is pretty big. But it's the way these things are happening and how fast these fires are spreading. For me, I wrote it on Facebook. I said they're using jet fuel. And that is the only thing that makes logical sense here. Because it's kind of hard to burn down a 24 football field facility that fast with the fire. To burn it, the only thing that could do that, it's something extremely highly flammable. Jet fuel. Jet fuel is not cheap, and you gotta kind of know where to go and who to talk to get your hands on jet fuel. So whoever is doing this, I see a group of, it has to be a group of people, highly funded, very, very highly funded. It's not something the average person can do. You have to have deep, deep pockets to do something like this. I'm not really pointing any fingers here. I'm just letting you guys know it's real. These food facility that's being burned, it's no joke. I know what's coming. I knew the food shortage was on its way, but what they're doing is just basically speeding up the process. Okay, and they're gonna come. I honestly see next end of this year going on to next year, where more than half of the food facilities are gonna be wiped out. And you think about that, we barely have any food now, and you wipe out even more. What do you think is gonna happen? You guys can see what's coming, right? It's really, really sad to know this is actually happening in front of us, and no one can say this is not true. It's right there in front of everybody. But it is the reality. It is what it is. We can't change that. It's happening. Um, the best advice I can give people is to be proactive, saving up, stacking up of your food, and learn to create food. Even better, learn to create food from the soil to the table. If you have that, you're at that point fully sufficient. You're self-sufficient at that point. So it's a direction where I want to steer people into. I would advise you guys, if you have this space, if you guys want to start a garden, I advise that you do it as quick as possible. Um, I would suggest you start today. But and if you know somebody who can, you could share doing something with, reach out to them, share your concerns. Maybe you're in an area where you can't have a garden. You know, for example, me. So what I did, I reached out to a friend who have a piece of land, which where we can have something there as a backup worst case scenario. And I know it's coming. Okay, so you guys have to start being proactive. This is a time when we all need to work together. But to work together with somebody, you have to have somebody on the same page as you, the same like mind as you. Because if you're seeing something and they're not seeing, good luck motivating him or her to do it with you. They're not going to do it. You're going to be doing all the work. And so it's good to start surrounding yourself with like-minded people, guys. There is a food shortage coming. I am still getting more information is coming. I'm still finding more information. It's mind-boggling. I just want to do this video to make you guys aware that it is real, and whatever is happening, I don't know who's doing it. I really don't. But I know for a fact whatever fuel they're using is highly flammable, and I'm going to lean towards jet fuel. And for example, you know, I have a friend of mine who have a business that he worked on private jets. That's his job. It's really one of my closest friends. So I called him yesterday. I was like, listen, you know, I started asking him information on jet fuel, how easy it is to get their hands on jet fuel and so forth. And it's not that easy. You have to already be in the business to do stuff like that. You got to know where to go and who to get it from. And you have to have a license to get these things. So I know for a fact, whoever's doing it, it's not the average individual is doing these things. So I just want to put this information out there. As I said, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just seeing the facts for what it is. I'm reading the information, and I just want to share it with you guys to let you know that it's not going to stop because it's highly funded. This is someone with deep pockets doing this. Okay? So if you think, oh, there may be... No, it's not. The intention, as far as I can see the trend, is to burn every single food facility here in the US. Burn it down. So I just want to put that information out there, guys. I hope you guys hope it makes sense. But take it however you want to take it. It's not to spread fear. All right. So you guys have a great day, and whatever information I get, I'll try to share it. You know, to see if you guys see what I'm seeing. All right, guys. Ciao.